welcome to or back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this channel. My name is Gemini Tarot and I post spiritual content. Today's video we are going to be talking about who it is that you actually are, tapping into some of your spiritual abilities and just deeper things like subconscious things. So I hope that this video finds who it's meant to find. This is a pick a pile video or pick a card video. So make sure you're choosing with your intuition and not just rushing to pick one. Don't choose with your eyes. Choose by taking 3 deep breaths to connect your mind, body, and spirit. And from there, you can either see a number within your third eye, or you can allow your eyes to be led, but intuitively. I mean, it all depends on what works for you, but I hope you guys find the reading that's for you. I'll see you guys in the pile selection. Bye. Okay, so this is the shuffling portion. I'm going to fast forward it, but I want to include it so you guys know I'm not manipulating the reading. Okay, pile number 1. So you guys chose Page of Pentacles. Let's just get straight into this message, guys. I feel that you are very attractive to the opposite sex. Even if you are not interested in the opposite sex, there's a lot of people that are attracted to you right now. So some of you guys could be in your younger years. That definitely doesn't have to resonate. You could just still look very attractive. You could have been taking care of yourself recently, but I feel like a lot of you guys are in the peak of your beauty at this time, or your handsomeness. I don't fucking know how to compliment men, but I feel, oof, I'm so sorry. Oh, this randomly just turned off. I thought something was wrong with the TV, but I feel like a lot of you guys, though, because of this like purity coming from your energy, or like even if you guys are not pure, this is how people are kind of seeing you. I do feel like there might be some energies that come toward you and may want to take advantage of your energy. Whatever the case is, you're definitely someone that is protected. Like, even if you see this card, you can see the ancestors in the top of the corner protecting this person, sending them protection, sending them messages. And I feel that you guys are often, or you are very protected during this time. And a lot of the people that come into your life, this is something you could have recognized, or you could maybe notice, is that a lot of the people that come into your life possibly wanting to be manipulative, possibly wanting to cause chaos into your life, when they do this, you may see that they face a lot of karma. They may face a very difficult time within their life, and you may ascend after these situations. So I feel like this is really because you may, number one, you might be someone who can transmute a lot of these energies, but whenever something negative happens, or someone tries to bring negativity into your life and into your situation, very, very quickly, not only are they removed from your life, and it may cause you pain because you may have this idea of who this person is, and you may think that they're a good person for you and toward you, when in all actuality they're not. Regardless, a lot of people are removed from your life, and you may find yourself, you may have started isolating yourself because of this, or you may just find yourself isolated because, number one, a lot of people come into your life. You are very giving. You may not be like this anymore. A lot of you guys could be isolated at this time. Some of you guys may still be just very given to people who don't deserve it. But, yeah, I feel that, I was going to say something else, but I forgot. I'm so sorry. I do think that this might be something that you guys do. So some of you guys could have a social battery, and you may take a lot of time to refresh. Some of you guys just may disregard the fact that you need time to be possibly in water, even if you see there to take a break, and this person's literally by water. And I'm seeing nature communication. I'm also hearing nymph, so I don't know if that's something you should search up, but I'm seeing like nymph, and I'm just seeing like the energy of you guys really needing to take time to take breaks. And water could be something that resonates with you. Maybe you were considering moving somewhere where there's water, but there's really a need for you guys to do so. I'm also seeing something about the moon and moon magic, and there's a moon right here. So that could be something that resonates for you. Some of you guys may really need to work during night, or that could just be something that really is just sticking out for you, is like night and working during night. I do feel, though, a lot of people mistake your purity and your attractiveness for just being that, just being someone who is pure, innocent, attractive, whatever. But I feel like, again, a lot of people get proven wrong and they deal with a lot of chaos because you are very, very protected. And I feel like this could either be you guys bringing the chaos into their life, or, again, just your guides. It could even be both. But yeah, I feel like you guys are very much creators and creatives. There's always doors closing and doors opening for you. There's always new beginnings coming, possibly from even within you guys, but you are very creative souls. And I feel like you create and you destroy. So you destroy parts of yourself. You may even have a lot of time in which you just do like so much introspection, and then you're just like, fuck. Like, you just realize exactly who it is that you are, the things that you're lacking, and it's just like, it might be intense for you at times, like the times in which you guys may isolate yourself. You may come out as a completely different person, and it may be intense for you. I do feel like there are a lot of people that can't get with your energy. Some of you guys may attract a lot of people who could be fake, or a lot of people that are just triggered by you, because again, you guys are overachievers. I feel like even when it comes to yourself, again, I do think you guys recognize the purity or the good energy within other people, but when it comes to yourself, you may be very critical, you may be very picky, and you could also be someone who's just honest with your friends and honest with the people in your life, and you could want to push them for better. But I feel that this could intimidate other people or even trigger people. Some people, again, like to make excuses for their shortcomings. They may like to say, well, it's because when I was a kid, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I feel like, again, you are just someone who likes to transform, and you don't feel comfortable being stuck or stagnant in a way of being, in a way of thinking. And I feel like you could see the unreliability within yourself and within a lot of people, and you could just be very critical of yourself. And sometimes, don't you know, when there's like this person that you just start looking at and they're just like, it seems like they have everything together, it seems like they have a lot of money, it seems like they have a lot of clothes, it's like, and then you hear them talk bad about themselves. It's like, well, how does this person feel about me? Like, that could be how people think or whatever. But I just feel like you couldn't attract a lot of people that, again, have to be removed from your life, but could honestly teach you a lot of valuable lessons and could mold this reliable version of yourself that's currently here right now. I do feel like you are very reliable, very concrete within yourself. Again, with this, you see clearly in clairvoyance. You have a lot of strong opinions about the things that you see within this world, and your opinions also might not be super popular. Like, a lot of people may not agree with that. So I do think that there could either be, so I'm getting two types of energies. Some of you guys could be very much like stingy with your energy, with your time, very protective. I don't want to say stingy, but just like private or whatever. You may only do things when you feel like it. You may be super, super focused on your unreliability to the point where, like, if you are not together, if you are not perfect, if you are not where you want to be, then you are going to isolate yourself, and you are only going to help people if you feel like you have time for it. Like, you could be very much like, it's about me at this point in time. You may even feel like, currently I have to be selfish in order to be selfless. And so I do think some of you guys could be procrastinators. Also, though, there's some of you guys who could just really help a lot of people. I do feel like at your essence, you guys are very helpful, and you do want to help a lot of people, but I think certain situations could have happened in your life that caused you to kind of isolate, so that could resonate for some of you. But I do think some of you guys could be procrastinators. So this is a mixture of energy here. I feel like you could procrastinate because when you work, you are fucking working. You are putting in a lot of time and effort to make sure things are freaking done and perfect. So I feel like when you take on projects, you may recognize that it requires a lot of energy. So you may really take your time, but I feel like you do things when you feel called to do it. And some of you guys may be put in a position where you can do that, where you can work that way. Some of you guys that may be actually how you actually operate, and some of you guys may need to start looking for ways in which you can start doing things that are in alignment with you, if that makes sense, that can allow you to work when you feel like it, or to do maybe even creative things when you feel like it. But I do think that your guides are telling you that you may be a little bit overly fixated on this external, and I think there may be so much that you guys have to do. There may be times in which you do procrastinate due to you being so overwhelmed. A lot of you guys are needing to recognize that there's a long journey ahead of you, and it's not going to be built overnight, and you rushing is not going to help you create stability anyway. If you were to build a house and rush and try to see how fast it can be done, the house will probably have some issues with it. So I do think that your guides are definitely telling you to just slow down. Remember that it's about the journey. I know that may sound corny, but it's also going to just help you when it comes to your future in general. I do think rushing in order to navigate your future is just not going to help you. So be patient. Make sure to research things during this time. Make sure to take a break, and make sure to take periodic breaks, because that is what you guys are going to need. That is the type of person you are, and you may need to take breaks next to water. I do think something that you guys are going to need to avoid, and again, so some of you guys could be super helpful. You could help a lot of people that do not deserve your help at this time, or some of you guys could be kind of stingy with your energy, which is a good thing. I do think it's very important to not help or be in situations that are just going to slow you down. Be around people that are just going to slow you down, because again, I feel like a lot of you guys could see people very clearly, to where it's you don't have this judgment type of vision. You see people for who it is that they really are, and you're not judging them. You see their inner child. You see why they're operating in this type of way. And I feel there's definitely a need for you guys to protect yourselves from that, and protect yourselves from your kindness. Don't be too kind to people. So a lot of you guys have very, very strong intuition, like I mentioned, very strong intuition. Some of you guys, because you do have this kind of purity about you, because you kind of can see things with this good light, you may often question, am I paranoid? This person can't think that way, or whatever. Trust yourself. Some of you guys may really be connected to birds, or to nature, or to something like that. So really just try to take what synchronicities you see, what things are you consistently seeing. You guys are someone who is very, very heavily protected at this time because of your purity, because of your kindness. You guys really, even if you see, that's an actual depiction of angels, and you can even see the ancestors up here. You guys are you're someone who is very, very highly protected. So there's a need for you guys to trust that you can take risk, and you can do things that are in alignment with your soul's purpose, because you are protected. So I do feel like if you get an urge to do something, if you get an urge to act on something, if you get an urge about somebody, trust yourself, trust the energy, because you guys may be also very much in communication with spirit, with nature. And so when things are sent your way, or when energies are sent your way, when negative energies are sent your way, you may get overwhelmed, you may get panic attacks, and there is a need for you to acknowledge that, and don't question yourself when you get urges. So I do feel like you guys definitely see a lot of shit that other people don't see, possibly even in social situations. You may pick up on micro expressions and just everything of that nature. You pick up on a lot of shit, and I do think that you may question it, or there may be a lot of people in your life that question it. I do think there's a need for you guys to just continue, possibly keep things to yourself, because again, not everyone will be on the same wavelength as you. Of course, when it comes to your friends, you can try to give them guidance, but just peep what you peep, and just continue seeing things, and just move in silence, the way that I feel most of you guys already do. I do think you're someone that a lot of people may misunderstand. So you could be honestly just silent in general, but a lot of people may misunderstand you. People may find you quiet, introverted. Some people may find even some of you guys awkward, but I feel like you are very picky about the people that you communicate with. I feel like people think that because they can't connect with you, or talk to you, or communicate with you, or get in a hold of you, or whatever the case is, they may think that they may think that there's something wrong with you, or just they can't understand you. But I just feel like you have a lot of things to say, you have a lot of input to give and a lot of guidance to give, but I feel you're very critical, you're very picky, and you're very aware of your choices, and you're very aware of who you allow in your vicinity, and some energies can create chaos, and I feel you guys know that very well. So I do feel like this even applies to nature and to spirit as well too. Some of you guys could be people who are spiritual, who are spiritually inclined, who have spiritual abilities, and it's because, again, spirit does not communicate to any and everyone, and there is a need for you guys to trust yourself, to trust the ringing in your ears, to trust the chills within your bodies, to trust the guidance that your guides are sending you, and to even trust your higher self, because you guys are connected with things that are unseen to you. I do feel like a lot of you guys need to start exposing yourself to more social situations, because, like I said, you guys are very critical about who you communicate with and who you're connecting to. But like I said, with this energy of people in nature or externally feeling as though you are worthy of communicating with, you are worthy of helping, you are worthy, you are a reliable person, you are someone who has a lot to offer. And I feel the farther that you go on your journey, the more knowledge that you gain, the more steps you are taking to become this highly aligned version of yourself, the more people are going to recognize that, and the more people you're going to see are going to be reaching out to you, are going to be offering to help you. So put yourself in social situations. This can be on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever the case is, but put yourself out there, and I feel a lot of people are going to be offering you help. So, sorry, I burped, but yeah, I feel that you guys in your past, in your childhood, or this could even be like within your 20s or some point in your life, you guys could have faced a lot of difficulties. You could have faced a lot of opposition from people. This has possibly caused you guys to be an extreme worker. This could have caused you guys to be someone who is hardworking, or just super excessive, or super picky when it comes to yourself, or again, the people that have been in your life and have extreme outlooks when it comes to life too. I do think that you may feel the need to like perfect yourself, or you may feel the need to just be super perfect. And I do think that the same type of energy that you give to other people, the same type of kindness that you give to other people, you are not giving to yourself. And I do think that, again, you are someone within your early years have really helped you, though. Like how I mentioned, you guys wanting to be very reliable, or wanting to be perfect, or a perfectionist. You guys are very hardworking, and you are putting in the effort to make sure that you are going to receive the abundance within your life. And even though this can result to you being a little bit overly critical, you guys do make progress regardless. So if this resonated, comment some angel wings down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single last one of you guys for joining me on this channel. Make sure to like and subscribe if I resonated with you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, afternoon, or night. Bye. So, pile number 2, you guys chose the Page of Cups. So let's see who it is that you guys are at your core, at your authenticity. Let's see some of the subconscious things hidden below the surface. And yeah, I'm going to start shuffling. I like to fast forward the shuffling. I just like to have all the cards out. You guys can watch that because I like to include it so you guys know I'm not manipulating the reading in any way. Okay, pile number 2. So you guys chose the Page of Cups. I do feel a lot of you guys are highly intuitive. I started reading intuitiveness as I was like saying it, but I feel you guys are very highly intuitive, not only when it comes to your own emotions and your own emotional shortcomings, or just how it is that you're feeling, but also other people. You may be able to get people to talk about some of their trauma. You may get people to talk about some of their pain. You may just be someone who likes to dive deep into that, or people just may feel drawn to you. You may be someone that people can trust, or you may have this trustworthy exterior where people may just come up to you and start telling you things about themselves. Or when it comes to friends or people that you're in relationships with, they may be comfortable to tell you things that they do not tell other people. I do think that a lot of you guys, this could be, you guys may resonate with pile number 1, but I feel like water is very replenishing to you guys as well. I do think that You guys may be someone who, you may also be someone who actually knows how to take time to focus on replenishment, though. There may be people who talk a lot of shit about it. You may be like a girly girl, or you may be, that doesn't have to resonate, but you could be a girly girl, or you could be someone who just does not like to do a lot of hard work, or you could be someone who's just going to prioritize how it is that you fucking feel. If you're feeling drained, you're going to take a break, and that's what you're gonna do. And there might be people that have a lot to say about that, but I feel like you can't do anything besides that. Like, you won't be able to get anything done if you don't take a break. So I believe that you're someone who's very sentimental. You may find, when you were a kid, you could have been attached to a lot of meaningless things. People could call you a hoarder. You could hold on to a lot of things, and not really in a ways of like you're gross or anything, but just in the ways of you like keep a lot of things that just remind you of this, remind you of that. Or you could be someone that just likes to look back on the past, or likes to reminisce with friends and family, and you may have a lot of objects and like physical things that allow you to reminisce on certain situations. I do feel like you guys could be family oriented type of people, to where you could either just have like a strong relationship with your family. You could be someone that your family just feels the need to, or feels like they can always confide in. You could be that cool aunt, or you could be someone that is going to be a cool aunt when they become older. I do think that you see a lot of, like, you know when people are lying to you, you know when you just know shit. And I feel like because you're also like a really open and understanding person, there's really not a lot of reasons for people to lie to you, or for people to pretend or put on a facade. So if someone is doing that, it may really rub you the wrong way, because it's just like, there's no reason to lie to me. Like, why are you lying to me? I do feel, though, a lot of you guys develop very deep, close friendships, close relationships. You know how to make someone feel at home. You know how to make someone feel close to you. And I do think that you guys could even romanticize and glamorize certain friendships and relationships. You may care so deeply that these situations end up affecting you more than it affects the other people within these situations. And you may find yourself giving and pouring so much into these friendships and into these situations, to the point of, again, you just getting hurt. Now, this could resonate for some of you. This is definitely not going to resonate for all of you, but I do think some of you guys could be, you just may not tell the truth about certain situations. So you may want to spare your friends' feelings about certain things. So this could either be they say hurtful things, or they do hurtful things and you just don't bring it up, or you don't confront those situations. This could also be when they ask you certain things about themselves, and about how their appearance is, or about how their music is, or about how their art is, or about how they're showing up for themselves. You may not want to be overly critical of those people. And it could be because you're a sensitive person yourself, and you may not take criticism lightly, and you may not just take those things lightly. So you may just be very nice to people, or you could even just be open-minded and see the possibility within your friends, to where you're just not truthful all the time. And I do think that could be possibly detrimental to these relationships. I do think, again, people find themselves very attached to you too. Sorry for this, but I started coughing. But you could be a little bit emotionally codependent. This is definitely not going to resonate for all of you, but some of you guys could be kind of emotionally codependent. You could, again, get very attached to these friendships or whatever, and they could find themselves attached to you. So you could find yourself in trauma bonding situations, or situations where both of you are just hyper attached to each other, I guess. I do feel like your friendships seem like family, your relationships seem like family, and you can just make friendships and just situations become family-oriented situations. I do think that there's this energy of you getting submerged into energies and spending like an excessive amount of time with people, or like it's just like codependency, but not in a bad way. I just feel like this could be like spending the night over people's houses, or allowing people to cry on your shoulder. It's just like a lot of just like, for some people it could be overwhelming, because this might not be what they're used to. But I just feel like this is like falling into like an ocean of like your energy, if that makes sense. I do feel like you're very intimate with people, and this could be either within relationships to where you're super affirmative and giving to the people that you love, and kissy and huggy and cuddly, or this could be again with friendships. Even if there's intimacy involved, it doesn't have to be like sexual intimacy. This is again just listening to them, being open to them, and people again finding themselves just really attached to you. I do think that you go deep within yourself and transmute a lot of the pain and things that you're going through, and this could be the same with these friendships or whatever. You could really heal a lot of your friends just by talking to them, just by being there with them. You could give a lot to people and give them really beneficial and valuable advice that they just live with. I do think that again, in the past, you could have found yourself giving so much to these friends and to these situations, and possibly just receiving just not an equal exchange. I do think that you may work very, like when it comes to keeping up relationships or whatever, you may work harder than these other people. And again, you may be emotionally attached harder than they are. And I feel your heart is definitely something that needs to be protected. And only recently could you have started acknowledging that. Only recently could you started have feeling the effects of giving so much and receiving nothing in return. And some of you guys could be in the space of never wanting to do that again. Of course, possibly wanting to be loved again, wanting to have that openness again, wanting to experience that again, but again, protecting yourself and never putting yourself in a situation to be hurt. I do think a lot of those pains and a lot of the things that you've developed and a lot of like the things that you have had to experience, you've definitely had to transmute a lot of that. And a lot of you guys really do know how to do that. A lot of the people who end up hurting you and who end up betraying you and not giving you the appreciation and the reciprocation that you deserve, they're hurt in the long run, because not only do you take these situations and turn this into how can I ascend, how can I glow up, how can I become better, how can you transmute this, and you want to show people exactly what it is that they lost, or you're just someone who naturally is just going within and changing. So again, they're having to see your ascension, but I'm also feeling like they're without you. Like they are left in the same position that they were in before, and they are left needing whatever you have. So yeah, I just feel like you really have been hurt a lot by these people and by these friendships and by these situations. And these were situations that were that you invested a lot in. But regardless, it has changed you and it has shaped you. And it has made you become very strong. I do feel in the past there could have been a lot of this energy of you really feeling like you need someone. You possibly felt like you could have needed masculine energies or needed, and it could like, even if you're a man, regardless, I just feel like some of you guys could have really felt the need to just be in relationships. Some of you guys really wanted to be in relationships, and this could be due to some sort of inner child pain or some sort of void you were trying to fill. So definitely, I do think if you guys haven't fully come to terms with those things, that should be some of the things that you should look into, is the relationships that you've had, with your parents, and the relationships that you're currently having, and how that could how the relationship with your parents could affect the relationships that you're dealing with currently. But regardless, I do think that you could have tried to seduce people or lure them in with a seductive type of quality, or just lure them in with the wrong type of energy. And again, I feel like you could have waited for someone to provide for you at one point in time. Some of you guys could still feel in that type of energy. You could have a husband or someone that is providing for you. Some of you guys could feel like you do want someone to come into your life and provide for you currently, even though some of you guys recognize that there's things that you have to do for yourself. I do think that some of you guys want a specific energy to still come in for you, and a lot of you guys do want romance and you do want love. I do think again, this is kind of me tapping more into you guys really being super emotional investigators or whatever, when things start to change. And I do think that this is something that's gonna help you navigate deeper into your adulthood or into your I don't know, middle years, I don't know how to call it, but whatever, deeper into your life, you're going to be able to navigate this very well, because again, when you recognize this is happening again, or these changes are taking place, you will be able to trust yourself. You will be able to trust your intellect. And I do think that you'll be able to know when people start to switch up. You'll be able to know when things start to change, when people start to go cold, and you'll notice the subtle changes. A lot of people may think that they're slick with their weird energy. A lot of people may think that they're slick with their weird energy, or a lot of people may think that they're very subtle, or it's not very obvious, the things that they're doing, but it's very obvious. And I do think that, again, you guys are very intuitive, and I think that this is going to really help you navigate within your later years, or whatever, the older that you get, because you're going to be able to very much, like, you're just not going to question it anymore. You know what I mean? So I do think that you're not someone that could be easily replaced. And this is something that a lot of people, because you guys have like this depth to you. Again, I'm seeing like a lot of ocean stuff. So you could be someone that a lot of people, they just end up plummeting into, or even yourself, like I mentioned. Or you could be someone who's very creative. You could again be someone who's very nurturing, very emotional, very empathetic. But you are someone that, again, other people don't know how to get another person to be this type of emotional, or they don't know how to get people to be so, or they don't have anyone that's going to be so empathetic to them or so giving to them. But you are like that to the people that you love. And I think that people are forced to see how great you are. They're going to see it, and they do end up seeing it every time. I do think some of you guys could be crybabies, or like prima donnas, or whatever. Like, you like when things go your way. If things don't go your way, you could like throw fits, or you could be like very upset about it. This could definitely be in your younger years. This may not resonate for like now. But I do think, there's something that your guides do want you to work on. Is definitely making sure that you are expressing when things are not going right for you, or because you guys could be very good at hiding your emotions, or you may just be the type of person that likes to read people, likes to see how far people will go with their weird behavior, whatever the case is. But sometimes people genuinely just don't have social awareness. Sometimes people genuinely just don't know when things aren't cool for you or cool with you. And so I am feeling like your guides are asking that you start communicating these things, because you are very good at hiding how you feel. Some of you guys may have very good poker faces. I do think that this serves you in specific situations. I feel like situations when it's not family or when it's not friends. This could be work situations. Some of you guys may be very good with controlling your emotions and swallowing your pride when necessary. But again, it's definitely like some of you guys may tend to isolate yourself because you just don't want to deal with people and their weird shit, which is understandable. But some of you guys, this could be avoided by just expressing certain things. I do think that some of you guys may overreact to small things. This could be because you keep so much within, and it's just keeping things in, and then just going the fuck off. But like I mentioned, this could be beneficial, and this could really be easily avoided if you just start saying something. I do think overreacting to everything that happens, overreacting to small things, and this is only going to resonate for certain situations, because like I mentioned, some of you guys know how to keep things within, but it's like with certain situations, like I don't know how to explain this, like when it comes to family or a specific person, like when you're comfortable, you may be a very reactive person, or you may take things very heavily. This could even be like criticism. This could be when you're just feeling irritable. You could, when something falls or something breaks, you may, or this could even be within yourself. When something goes wrong, you may just overreact and just give up, or whatever the case is. But I think when you do that, and when you're just not expressing yourself clearly, because you do have a very strong understanding of emotions, and I think that you could internalize things and understand that you're irritable, but you may not express that to other people. And I think that when you act like this, when you have these emotional outbursts, whether this is on a consistent basis or just once in general, people are just not going to be able to take your emotions seriously, because they may feel like, here's this again, you know what I mean? Like they may not be able to even clearly understand the point that you're trying to make. So yeah, I do think that You may try to shield yourself from people's criticism. You may just not want to be around people that have loud opinions or have critical things to say about you, because you may feel like that could just be avoided. You may feel some of those things are just very unnecessary, or the things that people have to say. You may feel that it's very unnecessary, which that sometimes that can be the case, but I do think that criticism is very important, and it will help you actually have a clear understanding of who it is that you are, because some of you guys could get lost in who it is that you're becoming and who it is that you're trying to create. If this resonated, comment a wave, like ocean, some sort of ocean or some sort of wave down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I hope you guys have a great night / morning / afternoon whenever you're watching this. Bye. Pile number 3. So you guys chose the Page of Swords. I'm super excited to bring you this reading. I really hope that this resonates for you. So I'm going to start with the shuffling. I just like to fast forward through the shuffling because that's just what works for me, but I like to include that so you guys know that I'm not manipulating the reading in any way. So I'll see you guys after the shuffling. Number 3, so you guys chose Page of Swords. This is showing me inspection. I feel that, so for some of you guys, you could have had a rough childhood. You could have been around a lot of people who were very toxic toward you, because this card is showing that this girl is around these flowers called foxgloves, and these flowers have poisonous effects, like literally poisoning you. It could literally even kill you. And I feel like you could have been around certain people, and this could even be currently. You could have actually recently been away from these certain types of energies. I feel some of you guys, this is for my black sheeps especially, because I'm seeing this child wounded here, but you've been around those poisonous energies that could have literally depleted you, could have prevented you from moving forward within your life, could have prevented you from doing something that was just going to bring you, I don't know, I just feel like they hindered you. They could have your family or some certain toxic people could have hindered you in a great way. And I feel like there's something here with like you taking back that power, though. I feel with this inspection card, not only were you able to look at these people and understand why they were so poisonous, it could have to do with them being so insecure, them being so lacking within their own lives. You could have seen the mistakes that they made and applied it to your own life to where you were not going to make the same mistakes that they made. I feel that especially with the treasures hidden within the shadows, a lot of you guys found a lot of gold within this difficult situation. Like I'm seeing within this situation, you could have found a lot of treasures here. You could have found a lot of gold, or you could have even become the gold. I feel this is like a diamond being created under pressure, or you see treasures hidden within the shadows. When people find crystals or diamonds or whatever, they find all of this stuff in shadows, in dark places, under rocks, under dirt, under whatever. And I feel that this could even be with you. You could have been surrounded by a lot of darkness, a lot of gross energy, a lot of people who become their situations, and I feel that some of you guys are literally about to be illuminated. But I'm also seeing that you are the treasure hidden within the shadows that a lot of people are about to see right now. I feel that A lot of you guys could have really had a lot of childhood wounds, a lot of dysfunction here, but because of you healing, because of this end, because of this new beginning, because of this awakening and this energetic upgrade, some of you guys were meant to go through this. And I'm seeing with this movement card, you are someone who is on the brink of a brand new life, a brand new transformation. You are about to experience so much gold within your situation. And I feel here, it's all because this ending, you were meant to be here. It's like I'm seeing this person like escape. Like this to me is showing like an escape, and I'm seeing this person like being able to sit now and rest and come together and like inspect on their own life, and inspect on themselves, and inspect on what it is that they've learned. And I feel that it's now time for you guys to really start creating yourself. I feel that from these situations you have learned a lot. You could still currently be in this situation, but I feel like you guys may have some sort of out that either you are very aware of or you're not aware of yet. But there is a need for you guys to focus on building yourself, whether you know exactly what it is that you're going to do or whether you don't know what it is that you're going to do. I feel like you guys have a lot of manifestation power. You guys are very intelligent, number one, very eloquent. You guys may have a sharp mind. I feel like you can get yourselves out of any situation. You may be very quick to improvise or quick to just make something fucking work for you. Like, people may question how the hell this person has made this work. How did they get out of this? But you guys have a lot of intellect, a lot of knowledge. And I feel that this is even you being able to give what you have been given all of your life. I feel all of this darkness or whatever. I don't mean this in the ways of you guys are malicious people, but I do think that even though, I have to be real about what I see. We can pick up on good habits and toxic habits that can possibly be beneficial to us. And I feel you could have been around people who had smart mouths, or people who knew how to get under your skin, who knew how to fuck with you, who knew how to be petty, whatever the case is. And maybe some of you guys know now, and of course you may use this power too wisely, but I feel a lot of you guys may know now how to get under people's skin, or you may know how to give these fox gloves to other people. I think that you are really meant to be a creative at this time. You have, especially with this treasures hidden within shadows, some of you guys may spend a lot of time alone and may come out with these new awakenings every single time. Like, you may just always, this is what this movement is also. Like, I feel like some of you guys could have like even a spontaneous mind where you're like, I can do this idea, I can do this, I can do this, I can have this idea. And I feel a lot of you think of creative or impossible things. A lot of you guys are creating or thinking of things that could be impossible to other people. This could be apps, this could be websites, this could be even ideas within music, within art, whatever the case is. You guys have a unique mind, and some of you guys may not even be aware of this. Some of you guys could be heavily wounded to where you are not able to get these ideas. Your mind may be clouded, and there is a need for you guys. Do you see how there's like clouds here and this person just passed through it and there's clarity? Like, I feel that if you guys are feeling clouded, or whenever you guys are feeling clouded, there is a need for you guys to isolate yourselves from other people and focus on introspection. And after this introspection, you will find the treasure, and from there the movement begins. From there the harmony comes, the balance comes. But I feel that it's all up to you guys to do the introspection. I feel that you guys have a lot of power that you may be unaware of. I feel the powers that you guys have could be really being able to move the current or make a bad situation good, or you were just like, this is why I think your guides wanted you to possibly, because I don't think that for those of you that this is resonating for, things were not handed to you, and this has caused you to be very resourceful, or to see the beauty in things that may be ugly or may not be, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are able to see the beauty in a lot of things that other people may not see the beauty in, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense to you. And this is going to help you even in the future when you have money, or when you are more stable. You are going to be able to clearly be able to, you're going to have access to things, like, you're just going to be able to see beauty in all things. It's not going to matter if it's rich, or if it came from this, or if it came from that. You were going, like, it has just given you a very resourceful mind, and has just given you a lot of clarity. And I think that this is needed and necessary for your life's journey, whatever your life's journey may be. You've gotten out of a lot of poisonous situations, and again, like I mentioned, you found beauty in poisonous situations, and this is going to help you because you guys are now done. This darkness, this dark night of the soul, this toxicity, you are on the brink of a new start. And there may be, For some of you guys, this could be more negative energy. This could be more psychic attacks. A lot of you guys are needing to maintain the strength because you know exactly, you have tunnel vision. And some of you guys may not have that clarity, but there is a need for you to maintain that strength and keep going, because peace and clarity is for you. It's meant for you. This movement is about a lot of people that will not be able to keep up with you, and that may try to make you feel some type of way about yourself, may make you try to feel some type of way about your quirkiness, about your uniqueness, about your differences. And regardless, it's because they cannot keep up with you. A lot of energies are going to be intimidated by you at this time. A lot of people are going to want you to remain in the shadows. They may even try to put more dirt onto you and keep you in the shadows, because you guys have so much to give, so much uniqueness. This is why it's important for you guys to be isolated, so that you can allow these messages from past versions of yourself, from future versions of yourself, allow these messages and creativity to come to you. This will never be given to you. No one will ever be able to tell you the creative acts that you shouldn't do. There's never going to be anyone that can tell you what it is that you need to do. You guys need to have a strong relationship with yourself, and this is why you may have a quick social battery. It may die quickly, or whatever the case is. Some of you guys may be party people, and you may be really fun. Some of you guys may like to be around a lot of people, but you may need to prioritize boundaries and time alone. But yeah, I think when things get crazy, when things get hectic, especially now, especially when you have a stronger sense of stability, when things get hectic and crazy, you will be able to very easily pull yourself together, or pull things together, and just have control. I do think that, like I said, there's going to be some people that try to make you feel small, or try to make you feel like you're not good enough. But a lot of you guys see through it, and a lot of you guys see very clearly that it has nothing to do with you, because I think that this is nothing new. I think some of you guys have faced a lot of, I'm sorry for the people talking in the background. I have to turn up the music every once in a while. But I think that a lot of you guys, this could be within your childhood, bullies, whatever the case is, family bullies. You faced it all before, and it doesn't matter. And I think very soon you guys are going to be in a place where there is a strong sense of peace and clarity for you. But yeah, I do think that some of you guys may even attract a lot of those types of energies. This could definitely just be in the past, but you can attract those types of energies within your certain situation. And I do think that it definitely doesn't matter, because again, that is easily removed. I feel like you guys could even be a firecracker where you will cuss somebody the fuck out. They have some crazy shit to say to you. If they want to affect you or mess with you, you are very quick to remove anything that is not in alignment with you and your soul's purpose. If it's not in alignment with you, it's not going to be in your life. I do think that you guys are very smart, very quick-witted, and I think that some people may try to really take you for granted. But still, you guys are very much, when it comes to your own life, you're very much going to clear up confusion within your own life. If there's something that is trying to create confusion, you're removing it immediately. If there's somebody that's trying to create confusion, if there's some situation that's trying to create confusion, you are going to be isolated and figure out, okay, what the fuck can I do, or what steps can I take, or how can I do this and how can I do that to get out of this situation, or to get out of that situation. You are never going to be a victim to your situation. You're going to figure out exactly what the fuck you can do to get out of it, or to handle it. And I feel like you guys are very much conquerors, because you could have faced so much within your childhood. So yeah, I'm feeling like if you don't like something, if something doesn't serve you, I feel like you have faced way too much time, you've been around way too many people that have had shit to say, that have had negative things to say. You are not going to now be in a situation where it just doesn't serve you, or where there's negativity. It's like, what's the point? I've been around it for too long. I don't have to put up with it. So if something isn't serving you, either you will just cut them the fuck off. You could be known notoriously for just fucking cutting people off like, bye bitch, or you could be known for just like speaking up for yourself and letting people know when you're uncomfortable, letting people know when something's not for you. I do think that you could be like very funny. You could be like the star of the show, or like, I don't want to say that in a weird way, but like, I just think that people look forward to your energy coming into certain rooms, and you may not even be aware of that. I do think in the past, some of you guys could have been a buzzkill, but I really think that a lot of people like your bright energy, and a lot of people are really attracted to it. I do think that there are going to be people that try to show up into your life and try to discourage you, try to tell you that you're too much, try to tell you that acting like too much, or whatever the case is. And there's definitely a need for you guys to remain strong in your beliefs and remain strong in your uniqueness, your quirkiness, your authenticity, because you guys are weird, and not in a bad way, in the best way possible. You guys doing this and continuing to do this is going to bring about so much harmony for you. It may not bring harmony for other people. They may feel that you should live this certain type of way, or there may be people preying on your downfall, or trying to get in the way of your future, or trying to get in the way of yourself, or trying to get a reaction out of you, or whatever the case is. When there's a need for you guys to maintain strong in where it is that you're going to go and what it is that you're going to obtain, and that is going to bring the harmony and balance. And I feel like that's already out for you. That's already coming for you, because you've already released a way of being that does not serve you anymore. I do think that, like I said, you're always someone that has new ideas, and you're transforming, and you're always having creative ideas and new thoughts and epiphanies and different ideas. And I do think that there is a need for you guys to not take advice from other people. Really trust yourself. Of course, listen to other people, but take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are very wise. You're very old souls, and you really need to trust yourself and trust the wisdom that you have, because you are very wise. You have a lot of intellect. You have a lot to give to certain situations. And I do think, like I said, you need to just be by yourself and trust yourself. Like, you are unique. You are a light. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but you are rare, and no one thinks like you. Not a lot of people think like you, so you have to trust yourself. But yeah, like I said, guys, you have learned to turn people's negativity onto them. You have learned to, like, I just feel like people want so hard to get a reaction out of you, but I feel like some of you guys may have like this condescending attitude, not necessarily saying that you do that all the time, but it's for people that deserve it. I feel like you guys are very smart. The way that you may talk to people, you may make them feel stupid if they try to come for you, or whatever the case is, but I think that you are no longer a victim. You don't allow people to just fucking disrespect you. You could have been the child around a lot of poisonous, toxic adults. You could have been around a lot of poisonous, toxic energies, and that could have been why now you know exactly what to say or how to get under someone's skin, because those toxic adults could have been able to get under your skin. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. I think that this time right now is about to be a time for a lot of movement, and you guys are really needing to get to understand the new you, the new version of you that has now awakened, because there's a new way of being that you're involved in, dude, and it's about to be massive for you. So you can even decide who it is that you want to be. You can decide. But I do think that if this resonated, comment down below a heart or a flower, whichever you feel like commenting down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another video. I hope to see you again, and bye. I hope you have a good day / night / afternoon. I don't know when you're watching. Pile number 4, thank you so much for joining me on this video. So we're going to be seeing what is the reality of you, your situation, your subconscious mind, all that deep shit, man. This is the first time I've ever had a pile number 4, so hi. I'm going to start shuffling. I like to fast forward the shuffling and just have all the cards out, because I feel like it creates clarity for me. If that's not, I just like to include that so you guys know I'm not manipulating the reading in any way. So I'm going to get into that, and then I'll see you guys during the reading. Okay, pile number 4. So, what is your story? Who are you? I'm kind of getting that you guys are very resilient. You've possibly been able to grow in places in which you should not have grown. I'm hearing like, been through some bad shit. I should be a sad bitch. Who would have thought it turned me to a savage? I feel like a lot of you guys could have had a lot of opposition, possibly some negativity happening to you. You could have really gone through some darkness, but I feel like still despite that, you've managed to grow. And the reason why I say that is because the flower that's around this character is the poppy flower, which can grow in between sidewalks and just in places where it should not be able to flourish. And I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of balance within yourself. You guys are very attractive people as well. But I also feel like your attractiveness comes from the ability that you guys have to speak up, your strength, the wisdom that you have, the power that a lot of you guys have, and just the ability to make things happen for yourself, to find lessons within your situation. And some of you guys with this warrior woman, you could have a lot of honest clarity within your life. You could honestly be able to speak up for yourself, say what's on your mind, say if something's bothering you. And I feel like these are things that are attractive because you're not someone who is even interested in looking good for anyone else. You're more so interested in yourself, in your own life's purpose, in accomplishing what it is that you have set out to accomplish. And your passion for life, the fact that you are so committed to yourself and devoted to yourself, a lot of people can see it. And so I feel with this pile, you may be the pile that already has a lot of love options and offers currently, could have been in a lot of romantic relationships, or you were just going to start attracting a lot of people. But I feel that there are a lot of energies that want to be with you, a lot of energies that want to even possibly give to you. I feel a lot of you guys could embody a lot of feminine energies that may not resonate for all of you, because some of you guys definitely do not. But I feel that it could either just be on a day-to-day basis, but I still feel like all this group embodies feminine energy in the ways of, number one, being able to create, but also having this kind of generosity and this grace about you, this just like ability to possibly communicate in a graceful way, get your point across in a graceful way, or just the way that you walk and hold yourself could be very graceful and could be attractive to a lot of masculine energies. But it could be a mixture of that, a mixture of this feminine energy with a mixture of this warrior energy, a mixture of this power, a mixture of this intellect, and of this just straight force that I feel some of you guys could have had to create from within. I do feel that you guys you are consistently going after what you're passionate about, what you're passionate for. This could be people. You could be the type of person that will go up to someone and express like, hey, I'm interested in you. You may not really be scared of a lot of things anymore because you could have learned so much, or because you could have already been scared, already gone through some of the things, so many things. It's like the things that you were once scared of, you're not scared of anymore. And so yeah, I feel that it rubs off on a lot of people. Like, again, with this alchemist card and this child divine here, there is a lot of like very powerful energy coming from within you. And so I feel a lot of people who are around you, they end up being affected in some way. Like the people around you, they end up emulating you, or like it's just like you rub off on people in the best way possible. You may rub off on the ways of like, your passion for life, the fact that you want to continue moving in life, the fact that you have all of these aspirations, the fact that you're going to make it happen for yourself. All of that could rub off on a lot of the friends or the friendships that you have. And I feel that a lot of your friends are like you. You attract a lot of, you could be someone that's very popular, or maybe you don't even want to be popular, maybe you don't put yourself out there, but I feel you're someone who can be popular because you have a very bright spirit. A lot of people would want to be around you. You guys are very spontaneous, and I feel like a lot of you guys really make good friends because the people that you decide to be around, you're passionate about and you care about. So yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of people can find themselves being attached to you because you're not in everyone else's life. You don't allow everyone to be a part of your life. If they are a part of your life, you are going to make sure that they're adding value to your life. And I feel that a lot of people, you may honestly have a strong sense of self. You may not be around people 24/7, talking to people all day long, talking to people. You may have a strong sense of self, and I feel that You could have, there could be a lot of people that may not handle your honesty, or may not handle how much you move, or how much change there is within you, or how much ascension you have. There may be people that just cannot handle it. You may be a lot for people. This could be in the ways of you having loud opinions, you being someone who is very expressive. This could be someone who is just constantly changing within themselves. This could be someone who needs their own space, who needs to take time for themselves, who needs to take time to grow. Or you could be someone who's just very in tune with spiritual things. And so you might be a lot for certain energies. But I feel that there's just a lot of people that will come into your life and be intimidated by you, because you're someone who's very capable. You're someone who is a warrior, who is always growing, who is also probably getting a lot of lessons within life, but applying those lessons and changing. I do feel like there could be some people that may come into your life and may try to bring you down, and may try to get in your head, and may try to affect you, but you have like a strong connection with the divine. And also you are someone who's just very capable, someone who can really just make shit shape for themselves, regardless of what other people have to say. So I think that you're someone who's just very capable, and I think that this could be why certain people are intimidated by you. But also, all of this energy is coming from the divine with a lot of you guys. I do think that you are going to be someone who needs to consistently cleanse yourself, who may need to have some sort of spiritual bath or cleansing within your monthly or weekly practice, because you will be attracting a lot of energies that just want a part of you, because you have a lot of value. You have something that is just not obtainable, or that not everyone has. And I think that you will sort of attract some energies that could be kind of toxic to you, or just may not really resonate with you. So let's see what else. So yeah, Grace came out. Didn't I say you guys are graceful? Grace came out. Hope has come out multiple times. Fearless. Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely that passionate, that fiery energy coming from you guys, this fearless type of energy. We have a moth here, more death. So you guys possibly go through a lot of transformations. Again, you guys move a lot. You guys are definitely very protected. There could be some people that want to get around you, and that may want to bring negativity or chaos within your situation, and they never can. They can't get a hold of you in that way. You guys definitely are transformative.